Anyway, the skin is maybe an eighth of an inch thick.
Yeah.
And then they put paint masking thing and dip it in acid, and where the paint isn't, the acid would eat away the metal, and so you'd end up with
like a window
skin that would have windows but not all the way through. So the thick part of it would be where the ribs and spars would be, and the thin part would be the part where there was no structure underneath. So we'd have instead of two layers of metal, one would be strips, this would be all one piece, like a casting, or a stamping.
Yeah.
And it was cut by acid.
Right.
And they could cut, about a quarter of an inch deep if they wanted to. It was really interesting. But on those skins, they'd probably cut maybe a 16th of an inch deep or so.
With the acid alone?
With just the acid, no machining whatsoever. One of the advantages of doing that, when you machine the metal, there's a friction and compression from the cutters, and when you get all done, the thing wants to warp all over the place.
Oh, so acid doesn't do that.
It doesn't warp. It's dead flat and smooth. So
that makes sense.
It's really hard to machine. That material there would be a high-strength aluminum, like 2024 or 7075 T6, a real brittle, crisp aluminum.
Yeah.
And it's the most subject to warping, especially if you take a flat plate and you cut one side, the other side will be round a little bit, where it was flat before.
Yeah, just
then
from
you turn it over and you cut this side, and the other side will be round, and you just keep going back and forth until you don't have any metal left. But when you do it with the acid, it doesn't
eats it, yeah, it just burns it away.
And so anyway, that was a big new technology at the time, in the 50s, to create that. And George Wing, that made the Wing Derringer, the guy I bought my engine from, he was making a twin-engine light plane, like a Cherokee or one of those things. It was like the Ferrari of the little twins, with two plates, two engines, and all of the skins on that thing were Kim-milled, like North American Aviation. So it was so darn expensive that nobody wanted it when they got rid of it, because who wants a two-place twin-engine airplane that costs twice as much as a four-place airplane? But it was really nice. There's one over there in San Juan. The guy's got one. There's only, only about 6 of them made. He's got one of them.
In the San Juans, he's got it. What color is it?
I think it's blue and white. But it's really, it had that swing-up canopy and just the 2 seats in the back, and then a great big luggage compartment behind the seats. Yeah, a little dinky thing. That was 66-inch diameter prop.
Wow.
I hear it. I don't see anything.
I got to meet George Wayne. He owned a high-shore rivet company in Torrance. Multi-million-dollar business.
Where do you live? Palos Verdes?
I don't know where he lived, but the factory was on the Torrance Airport. I guess it'd be the north side, the side opposite where all the hangars and parking places. But that was one of those deals. North American, even when I worked there, had a suggestion box, okay? And if you had some really creative, neat idea, they promised that if it was so good, they would go through and help get a patent on it for you, set you up in business, or at least try to manufacture the thing.
For you, and he's going to sign it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So.
Really? Did you call him or you go see him?
George Wing was working at North American Aviation, and I think it was probably the
when do I get it?
30s.
Either he'll bring it home.
And they needed to come up with a fastener.
I